Hi there. Welcome. If you're new, I'm Catherine. I'm here in my little Sunnyside studio, and I'm working on some miscellaneous works. Literally, if you joined me yesterday for a little 10-minute quickie, I had a little fun playing with the label on this book. And I used some glossy accents on it. Where did I put the glossy accents? I used this. And I like it. I'll be interested. I have 2 more of these books. So I'll be interested next time. I'm going to try a different technique. I do still think this was a little big for it. On the other hand, I think it turned out kind of cool, because later on, something I did was I used some alcohol ink and a tiny little brush. Don't mind me. I'm notorious for busting off the ends of paintbrushes. I'm one of those artists. I don't like long. Anyhow, and I simply had a little bit of alcohol ink I dipped in, and I literally sort of tucked it in under the edge here. And it kind of bled under a little bit. And now, yeah, I do like that. Let me stand up and make sure it's showing, because sometimes the window, I like that. And I think that looks really, really cool. And I'm very happy with it. Now, let me show you what my next plans are. Sorry. Because this is going to be one of my favorite kind of all sorts books. Maybe I should start calling it a Miscellaneous Works books, because I want to put an old master's painting on the front and a book plate on it. And I decided on, oh, please go back to sleep, darling. You were just asleep. The timing. Finally, I'm going to use Da Vinci's The Lady with the Ermine. I love this painting. I don't know a lot about fine art. I don't have a university degree in fine art. The most I know is that as a teenager, I typed all my brother's essays for university when he got his Bachelor of Arts in Fine Art. So what I learned in fine art, I learned from typing out his university essays, and he did very well. So I have that. Now, she's too dark just to be on this black background, and I like this the way it is. I like this grimy look. I'm very happy with it. We repaired the header and footer. I'm happy with that. And but she needs to show up a little bit more. So I have this small piece of William Morris print, and I'm going to double mat her and put her right there. Now, where did I put? Oh, there it is. There it is. Now, I think I keep this as my template so I can cut new ones, because I know that they fit these book plates. And so it already says All Sorts Commonplace book, which quite often is what I put into when I make an All Sorts Commonplace book. But I really love the title of this, Miscellaneous Works. And I do think I will print off a proper one of this that says Miscellaneous Works. The nice thing about these is when they go on to the book, let's make sure it's showing, and it is. When they go on, the new owner can pop them out, flip it over, and if they wish to put their own title onto their journal, they can. So I can already see I need to be very careful how I need a brick. Hold on. I need to be very careful where I put this book plate because I need to be able to slide it out and get it. And be able to get it out. And this is raised because I have put them both onto, this one's on chipboard, this one's just on cardstock, or a heavier cardstock. This one's a little thicker. And let me move my brick. And I like this wide mat. I was tempted to make the mat a little smaller, but I like it. I like all this fruit around her. I think it goes nicely with the color of her dress and this pleat in her sleeve that shows the undersleeve. And from what I've learned of Da Vinci's paintings, many art aficionados believe that this is his finest work, not Mona Lisa or La Gioconda, depending on what country you live in. This one apparently displays his skills much better. And it certainly is a stunningly beautiful painting. And it's very hard to find a full-color, smaller print of it. I've got big books with big pictures of her. But the smaller ones, so she was meant to be. I was saving her. She's going on here. And it's like she's looking over, saying, open this book, because it's full of miscellaneous works. So I want to show you what I'm going to do next. And I'm going to get started, and then I'm going to pause and go through it fast forward so you can see how I will make these mats. Oh, you're right there now. Sweetheart, I don't want you to get hit by a wheel. I already ran over my own toe with one of my chair wheels. You've got 2 beds in this room, honey. You need to go lay in a bed. Go in your place. Hold on. Okay, so I'll explain a little bit. I want rounded edges. So what I do is I clip just the tiniest little corner off there because this is chipboard. I eyeball it. Does not need to be. I don't know how I could possibly hold that up, that little triangle up and make sure, oh, they're all perfect. I'm just doing what I can. There we go. And that's good. And I will do the same here. I don't mind this one, the corners being a little bit bigger. There we go. So now what I will be doing, and it'll be in fast forward because there's just no need. Of course she found a paper towel. I will be using my sanding block and sanding in, I call it a waterfall motion. I'm smoothing off these harsh, sharp edges. I've already gone over them with this. It's not a bone folder. It's that tool that comes with your memory keeper's scoreboard. But it's a dandy little tool, and I've already pushed down those edges. And now what I will be doing is my little run off the edge all around it, and I will be literally rounding these corners and making them round. It would be nice if a corner chomper would do it, but it won't. I've tried. So we're going to fast forward through doing both of these, then I'll show you what I do next. Okay, so we were able to blast through all the sanding. You may have noticed that I did sand a little bit on the back because sometimes a little ridge can build up on the other side. And although I will be using brads, I will also be using glue. And I want to get a better, flatter surface for the glue. So I'm just making sure there's no edge. This is glossy, so I am going to sand this and rough it up. And I'm sorry if that's jiggling the camera. Again, for the glue to adhere better. Even though it's, I will be using 3-in-1. Make sure if you have a sensitive nose to wear a mask, because it's dusty. All right, so now something else I will do. I'm missing my blue box today. It's blue box day, and it's out at the end of our driveway waiting to be picked up and emptied. So I have a little bin off to the side to use in the meantime. And it's just not what I'm used to. I'm used to putting my paper recycling underneath. Now here's something I'm going to do with this layer is I am going to take the sanding a little more off the edge here because I want some distress ink on it. And this is glossy, and it won't like the distress ink as well as if I take that gloss off and even a bit of the pattern off, so that more of the I want to use the dark brown, so it will just show better. There. And again, dust it off. All right, now I need some paper. This is tea-dyed paper that kind of really wrinkled when I was experimenting with hanging it on a clothes rack. And no matter how much I ironed it, those dents were just not coming out. So I find I use it. Oh, I just dropped something. Hold on. I find I use this paper for inking, and sometimes it ends up making a cool backdrop. So I want this really dark, and if I have to, I'll go in with some black, but I'd like it to just be this dark brown. And I want that white part really brown. Because this cover is from 1880. It's beat up. The edges are worn. Now the corners of the cover are not overly soft and mushy, which is nice. But it's still very evident that it's an old, well-used book, which I don't mind. And I want this to be, although pretty, appropriate. Now I still want it a little darker, and I'm going to go in with some ink this way and then wipe it. Because I really want that in a nice dark brown. And the paper that's glossy should, it'll give it up. And the paper that you sanded will hang on to it. There, and I'm happy with that. It's just going to again, covers up the raw white parts so that when it's time to put it on your cover, you won't be seeing freshly cut edges. It'll look like it's just always been that way. There, I love that. Very nice. And I'm loving these little rusty colors, although she's going to cover a lot of it. Still gives a little nod to the color that this became, thanks to the glossy accents and a little bit of alcohol ink that I used. Now this one is different. This one I want black, and I really want it black. So, and I had already previously inked around it, because you can see this is brown. So this already had been inked, but since I sanded it some more, it's going to need more black on it. So I'm just going in and applying fresh ink. Just checking to see what toy she's chewing on. There we go. Okay. And again, wipe it. Whatever's on the glossy will wipe off. And whatever got sanded, we'll grab it. There. Oh, she's lovely. So I want her on there. And I want that like that. And then I want this like this. All right, now, brads. Brads in Bradasols. Haha! Because I'm still not sure which ones I'm using yet. I don't think I'm going to use these. So, so this is going to be a two-step process. I'm going to first glue her onto the blue plate. Then I'm going to put brads through her corners. I'm trying to decide whether I want even teenier ones than these. These ones are awfully teeny. But I think she can handle it. And these ones, hold on. My book on Beethoven must be extra tasty because Kirby is fascinated by it. No. Trying to decide. I may have to use alcohol inks and alter all true. Make this a little more orangey. Mind you, then it's not going to be the color. Yeah, nope. Okay, there's my decision. You're not getting used. Because this needs this color. And these have been purchased new. I know it's a rare thing for me to cave in and purchase new, but there are some things that I have to have, and I don't always find them. I have found almost all of my eyelets. All of my eyelets are secondhand. I find eyelets. Brad's, not these teeny tiny cute ones. These ones, yes, these are thrifted. Teeny tiny cute ones, no. All right, I do have some teeny tiny cute ones in different colors. Maybe teeny tiny cute ones there in different colors, and then I could use these here. I also have to be aware that the prongs need to be long enough to go through this cardstock and go through the book cover. Now, these tiny ones are terrific because they have really long prongs for how tiny they are. And I wonder if I use the orange ones. I keep thinking she's into something, but she's chewing on an appropriate toy. I wonder if I use these orange ones, but alcohol ink them, that I could get kind of a nasty orange. We're going to try it. We're going to give it a go. I might have to do the 2 parts. This is getting quite long. Where's another orange one? Nope. Yeah, these teeny tiny ones. Yes, these were 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so you can go back for now, and so can you for now. And let me stand up and see how I'm doing for time, because I think I'm going to have to do a part 2 maybe tomorrow, and go from there, because I also am losing battery. Yes. Okay, so now you get the idea. Yeah, that didn't work, did it? She thought it might be a good idea to try and sit on my art chair. It's slippy, isn't it? Yeah. No, it doesn't work that way. You got a cozy bed for that. All right, so I'm going to play around. I have alcohol inks that I will play with these orange ones. See if I can get them into a grungy or old looking orange to bring out this part of her sleeve and the orangey little bits in the edging and there. Just so it's not so tangerine looking. I want it to look a little grungier. All right, so you know what? That's it for today. But at least you got to see how I prep to do the matting for the front of, this is what I would call my typical all sorts kind of cover that I love when I have a blank cover that needs some vavooming. This is definitely vavoom, and I think it's going to be really nice. Okay, thanks for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day. I'm going to take this dog out now because she's really had enough. And she's been very patient. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.